Good morning, everybody. It's November 4th today. Just about 7:42 a.m. We've woken up, we got ready, we got gas, we got breakfast, and now we're on
Pacific Coast Highway.
Yep.
Highway 1.
Highway 1. Rain. No, that's just from the humidity. We're headed down towards Big Sur. We're about 2 hours away right now. There was a fog advisory last night, so hopefully that goes away and it burns off before we get there. Otherwise, there won't be too much to see because it'll be foggy. So
Cross your fingers for us.
exactly. So as I said, we were in some really, really dense fog, and we just came around the corner. It started to get really bright, and all of a sudden, we just came out of it. And so, this is what it looks like. Super cool. You can kind of see it moving too. It almost looks like it's trying to come in, but it can't or something because of like maybe the temperature of the water or something.
Yeah. That's cool.
But it's definitely flowing though. Like even straight ahead, you can see these clouds are like, or the fog anyways, is like, it's moving. Maybe it is getting closer.
Like the fog is chasing us?
Yeah, a little bit. Wow. Well, he's just laying there so little, like the water just comes up to his face and splashes him while he's laying in the sun. So he watches him straight ahead. The water comes up. So he's just laying there.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe not quite, but the last one that came in was like, there you go, watch. Just casually splashing the face.
Yeah, well, when you're, I don't know if it goes into the water. I don't think it really matters if you do it, does it?
All the way down there.
This is going in.
Oh, one of them's gonna go for.
Oh,
Maybe not. Just need a different spot.
I want space.
There's some swimming over here in the water. Oh, he's getting mad. Alright, it's late. We're just in our room. We just checked in. First of all, there's no parking, but I'll get to that later. Here is our room. It's not too bad. The floors seem really cheap. They're kind of worn out. Pretty worn out anyways. The bed's nicely made. We got that when we showed up. It's at least kind of somewhat modern. It's got a flat screen TV. Some of the places I've been in still don't all have flat screen TV yet, so little fridge. It's actually cold. What do you get for a view? We have no view. It's edge of the parking lot.
That's fine.
I guess we can close this.
I'm not really good for the view.
Oh my god. Okay, that's a cheap window. Holy shit. Jesus. Wow. Nice.
Because you're cold, you're not going to be looking out the window at all.
Nope, not with that view. Supposedly there's laundry here too, but it's all going to be changed, so it's not too bad. And then our washroom. Same thing, pretty shitty flooring. This isn't too bad. It's an elephant. This is kind of cool. It's not too bad. Otherwise, the shower looks clean, but cheap.
It's not about the. It's all I can say is two things. One, it's not about the. It's not about the hotel. It's about the location. The other one in San Francisco was like a good deal. So the first thing is it's about location. It's not about what it is necessarily. Second thing, this is the cheapest place that actually was like brand name, and it's a lot better than the hotel that I stayed in the night that you had your accident up in northern BC. That's all I gotta say.
Oh.
That place was sketch. This place is like 5-star hotel service compared to that. I will always compare it to that hotel and the hotel we stayed in Prince George. If it's better than those two, we're good.
Yeah, I guess so.
And this is a lot better than both of those.
Yeah, I agree. Because the first one we had in Prince George, after I go to the hospital.
You never saw the one in.
No, I know, I didn't see that one, but the one we had in Prince George afterwards, that one, there was no hot water or something. Yeah, there's no hot water, I think.
Yeah, there's no hot water.
Yeah.
And the bed was like questionable.
Yeah.
Like questionable.
All right, well, I'm just gonna put some walking shoes on. We gotta move the car because, like I said, there's no parking, so we gotta go move the car. And then we're gonna go get some dinner and go for a quick walk. So hopefully the night goes okay because it's late and I'm tired. It's got like scratches all over it.
Yeah, this elevator sketch.
And the floors are like kind of half put together. So I want to explain this parking thing really quickly. So basically we show up and I was expecting like, you know, your regular hotel thing where you show up and there's parking or, you know, something pretty obvious. And then we get to the lot and then there's like a little like that goes underneath the little down ramp that goes to the underground parking, but the underground parking is literally like not enough for everybody to park who's gonna be here. But I think for how many people maybe they expect to actually be driving here is probably enough parking spots, but he said basically the front was that there's free parking outside until early morning. Otherwise, there's a lot. One more block down, which we parked at. That's I guess $26 or $36 if you just leave it there if you don't plan on taking the car. But they have parking here, which is half the price for 24 hours. They're limited, so we have to get up at 7 or just before 7 in order to go downstairs to see if we can buy parking. And then if we can, then we have to go to the other place, pick up the car, move the car back to here so we have it here at the hotel, and then we can go and start our day. So I guess we'll find out what happens in the morning. I'm not entirely certain we're gonna get parking, but I guess we'll see. It just seems so dumb. I've never been to a place like this that you just don't have parking. But I guess that's what it is. Tomorrow is pretty exciting. Leslie just booked a hop on, hop off. It's about $50. Yeah, almost 50. It's pretty close to $50 for each of us for 24 hours. You can buy 24, 36, or 48 hours, but we're going to be heading out of here tomorrow morning to go down to Grand Canyon and then Las Vegas, and then we're a little bit ahead schedule, so we're actually going to spend we're going to sleep out in a rest area and then come back into Vegas and park somewhere and then walk around the actual strip there, which would be very exciting. But more than we get to that. So yeah, tomorrow we're going to do a hop on, hop off. There's 2 lines. One loop kind of interconnects with the second loop, but it makes sense to do half of what I think is the red loop, and then there's a yellow loop. So you do half the red, you hop off, you go to the other bus, you hop on that one, and that one takes you down to Venice and like a bunch of like the beaches and like, you know, I don't know, like East LA towards the water.
I'm just gonna interrupt and say one thing. I feel like the only places we're really gonna want to get off anyway is gonna be the 2 beaches. So it's totally doable to do the whole thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, because then
I don't think they were never gonna want to get off other than the like Hollywood Walk of Fame, but that's right by our hotel, so that's being done after the end of the day anyways.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know if you heard that. I can't. Leslie's in the shower. I can't show you her talking, but so yeah, there's the 2 big beaches are the ones that we want to see right on the water: the Venice Boardwalk and the other beach.
Venice.
Yeah, Venice Beach and Santa Monica Pier are the 2 on that one, and then so we'll probably only get off in those 2, spend whatever time. The buses come every certain interval, and then so we'll spend our time, go to whatever, go to the next one, go whatever, and then go back to the red loop, and then go all the way around, and that should be basically most of our whole day.
Is it like stop for lunch and like?
Yeah, we stop for lunch and then maybe a break to like enjoy the sun or like enjoy the sun. It's supposed to be really nice here, and then we're thinking maybe depending on time we might rent a electric scooter. Like they're basically like the push ones, except they have little batteries, and then you just like rent them. They're kind of a new concept to me. They're kind of like in Vancouver we have bikes you can rent, but here, and same thing within San Francisco, they had scooters that you could just rent.
Did you know that those existed before we were in San Fran?
I knew that they existed. I knew they existed to buy. I didn't know that they existed to rent, because I've seen people ride them around in Vancouver before, and I thought they looked kind of cheesy.
I knew that they existed to rent in LA. I didn't know about it in San Fran. Because what's his name? One of the YouTubers. Oh, I watched one YouTuber that lives here.
Huh?
A guy. Fun for Louis lives here.
Oh.
He's rented them before. That's where I've seen them before.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's basically what the plan is for tomorrow. I'm pretty excited, so we'll see how that goes. I don't think there's anything much else to say for tonight.
I'm planning on getting up at like 6:15. So.
Yeah, other than the fact that we've been up ridiculously early for most of these things, it's been kind of a rough vacation because we've been up so early for everything. And like, not even really so much early for this, but like the sun's been up at 7:30, so we've been up at probably about 6:45, 7. But since the time shift, now our daylight has shifted to an hour earlier. So now we're up at like 6:15 to try and be up for 6:30. So now we have to be up early tomorrow to hopefully go pay for a parking spot, to go move the car, then to then start our day because we have to go and do all the other stuff. So, anyways,
I want to start the tour at 9 o'clock.
it'll be a fun day. And that's it for tonight. So see you tomorrow.